When you picture a robot, what comes to your mind? I bet it's something made of metal, right? Kind of rigid, clunky, maybe a little bit intimidating. Well, you're going to want to throw that image right out the window because the future of robotics, it's not hard at all. It's soft. I mean, really think about that for a second. What if robots could be soft? It seems like such a simple question, but that one little idea is sparking an absolute revolution in engineering. It's pushing us way beyond gears and pistons and into a whole new world of flexible, adaptable machines. And the difference is just night and day. On one side, you have your traditional robots, the ones that are often clunky, potentially dangerous, and totally limited by their stiff joints. But on the other side, soft robots. They promise to be safe, endlessly adaptable, and able to thrive in the messy, complex, unpredictable places where we really need them to go. So if you're going to build these incredible new machines, where do you even start? Where's the blueprint? Well, engineers are turning to the world's absolute best research and development lab, one that's had a few billion years to work out all the kinks, nature itself. And it turns out the answer is literally all around us. Evolution has already perfected these soft, adaptable, and ridiculously efficient biological machines. From the deepest parts of the ocean to the skies above our heads, nature has already solved the exact kind of complex movement problems that still stump our most advanced rigid robots. And this brings us to the core idea behind this whole thing, bio-inspiration. It sounds fancy, but it's a really simple, powerful concept. It's just the process of looking at nature's playbook, seeing its winning strategies, and using them to solve our own design challenges. Basically, we're learning from the masters. So let's see what that actually looks like in the real world. We're going to start in the animal kingdom, where that line between biology and robotics is starting to get wonderfully blurry. And there is no better place to start than with the octopus. I mean, this creature is the undisputed poster child for the entire field of soft robotics. With its mind-bending flexibility and movement, it's basically nature's perfect soft robot. Just take a second and think about what an octopus can do. It can pour its entire body through a hole the size of its eyeball. It can manipulate objects with incredible skill using those powerful suckers. And it moves with this kind of impossible grace, all without a single bone in its body. This is literally the dream wish list for a soft robotics engineer. And here it is. This is what that inspiration looks like when you bring it into the lab. This is a robotic arm that directly mimics the octopus's amazing muscle structure. See, instead of clunky, rigid joints, it uses these embedded cables inside soft silicone to bend and grasp just like a tentacle. It's a direct translation from the natural world to the world of engineering. But, mimicking nature isn't just about copying how animals move. Sometimes it's about copying how they function on a really deep biological level. And that's where things get truly surprising. Get this. Researchers have actually developed a soft material for robots that can sweat to cool itself down. It's got these tiny little micropores that automatically pop open when the temperature gets too high, releasing heat, just like we do. It's such a brilliant example of mimicking a biological process, not just a physical shape. Okay, so we've seen inspiration from big animals. Now let's just completely flip the script and shrink things down. I mean, way, way down. Because the next frontier for bio-inspiration is happening in the microscopic world. Take a look at this. On the left, you're seeing actual biological swimmers, like bacteria, using their little whip-like tails to get around. Now, look to the right. Those are artificial microswimmers, tiny little robots engineered to copy that exact same corkscrew motion. And the goal here is to create robots that can navigate the most complex fluid environment we know of, the human body. And their missions? They sound like something straight out of science fiction. We're talking about delivering drugs directly to a cancer cell, navigating the bloodstream to perform surgery without ever making a cut, or even cleaning up microscopic pollution in our environment. This is where soft robotics goes from cool to truly transformative. Okay, this all looks absolutely incredible, but it brings up a huge question, right? If these robots don't have motors and they don't have gears, how in the world do they actually move? What are their muscles? Well, let's break down one really elegant method they use, light power. It all starts with a special material that reacts to light. When you shine a light on just one side of it, that light turns into heat, and it causes that specific side to contract, just a tiny bit. Because the contraction is only on one side, the whole thing is forced to bend. You can literally make it move just by aiming a beam of light. How cool is that? And light is just one of the tools in the toolbox. Engineers are using all kinds of different things to power these soft machines, from heat and electricity to magnetism and even specific chemical reactions. This versatility is exactly what makes the field so incredibly powerful. So we've seen where the inspiration comes from, and we've seen the clever ways they're making these things move. Now let's look ahead. How is this amazing technology actually going to be integrated into our future? Now, this is where things get really wild. So far, we've mostly been talking about bio-inspired robots, the ones that use synthetic stuff like silicone to mimic life. But the next step is way more radical: biohybrid robots. Look at the table. Biohybrid robots don't just mimic life, they actually incorporate it, using real living cells or tissues. And that gives them these unbelievable advantages, like the ability to self-heal or adapt on the fly. And this diagram gives you a little peek at what that future might hold. What you're seeing is a concept for a biohybrid microrobot designed to navigate the twisting, turning environment of the human intestine, maybe even powered by living cells, all to deliver medicine with pinpoint accuracy. This is a powerful, powerful vision for the future of medicine. So why does all this matter? What's the big deal? Because the applications could literally change everything. Imagine soft surgical tools that cause less damage during operations, or wearable devices that actively help your body heal after an injury. Think about self-healing buildings and bridges, or incredibly adaptable robots exploring the deepest oceans, or even other planets. I mean, it's pretty clear what's happening here. As we get better and better at integrating biology with our technology, that very firm line we've always drawn between machine and living thing, well, it's starting to get really, really blurry.
And I think the research puts it perfectly. These innovations hold the promise to revolutionize biomedicine, enabling precise interventions and delivering therapeutics to otherwise inaccessible biological sites. The potential here? It's just profound. It's truly life-changing.
And that really leaves us with one last massive thought to chew on. As we create machines that aren't just inspired by life, but are actually built with it, using living, beating cells as their engines, we have to ask ourselves a much